What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another food service trucking vlog. First off, I want to say, guys, thank you so much for all the comments, all of the the reaction and everything on my last couple of videos. It's hard to build up a new channel from the ground up, and you guys are making it nice. I mean, we're almost at 300 subscribers. We might be over 300 subscribers by the time this video actually goes up. And I just want to say I appreciate all of you guys, and all of you guys that are taking this information and using it and applying it to, getting a job at PFG for yourself in your area. That's awesome. I'm filming on my phone today. I forgot my SD card and my GoPro, and quite honestly, I really wasn't gonna film anything today. I really didn't have anything planned. But today's it's gonna be a little bit different. It's Friday, so I'm going to Arkansas. It's gonna be the same route for the most part as it was in the day in the life of a delivery driver video I did, or a video go or two or whatever it is now. And I wasn't planning on filming. I brought my GoPro, but I was editing a video last night. I guess I forgot the SD card inside the computer. So there's that. So we got the trusty old Galaxy filming for us today. A few different things going on today. First off, this truck that I'm in is actually a 10-speed manual transmission truck, and it kind of sucks we don't have any POV view today. No hat cam, but it is what it is. I haven't driven a manual transmission truck since like February, really CDL school. I drove one in St. Louis. I drove it up there, had a really hard time with it. The transmission did not want to shift. It was out of sync. I'm not sure what was going on with it, but it did not feel like this transmission. This one in this truck is pretty smooth, but a little bit of change to the routes, which this is going to happen, to you guys every so often. Is stuff's going to get changed on your route, and you're not going to really know it until you get assigned that route, until you see that route, for the day before. And how it works is, I'm sure I've explained this to you guys before, usually around, I'd say 4 to 6 o'clock, the night before going out on a route, they will send us our route for that next day. Got the route last night. Noticed that they have a Wingstop on the route. And I've not been to a Wingstop in Arkansas, but it's on there. And they've got 111 cases or something. And I don't know. I mean, Wingstops are hit and miss. They're easy money because they pay a little bit more, but at the same time, they are a pain to deliver just because it's such a heavy product. Potatoes, jumbo carrots, chicken wings. And usually when they get chicken wings, it's a good 30, 40 cases. Usually around 20 cases of potatoes. So it takes a little bit out of you. And I haven't done a Wingstop in a while. I used to have 2 of them on my Nebraska-Iowa route, but they've been taken off and given to another performance location up there. And I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. Just 2 reasons. The parking lot's really small, and I don't really care for chicken wings to deliver chicken wings. I like to eat them. I don't like to deliver them. And you guys, you're gonna figure that out if you're getting on a PFG, or if you're already here. You know what it's like. Wingstop's one of our biggest accounts. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's good money, and they order a lot from us. But man, it can be a killer sometimes, especially in the 100 degrees. It's gonna be like 103. So we're gonna film this video. It might be a little bit shorter. I don't know, since it's on my phone, but we're gonna figure out a way to do it. And I like having that hat cam, and it's gonna kind of suck without it. And it is what it is. We'll figure it out. We'll see you on down the road. All right. Usually I'll stop at this McDonald's in Marshall, Arkansas, and take a little bathroom break. We're about an hour away from being to our first stop of the day. And here's the ride today. This truck actually shifts really nicely. It's only got 257,000 miles on it. Twin screw truck with a 28-foot pup. So it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Typically when I take the pups, I'll have a single axle, but I mean, it's a good truck. I mean, definitely no complaints with this one. Like I said, last time I drove a 10-speed. It was one of the old M2s, and it did not shift very well. Man, this is why I wanted a 48-foot trailer, man. Like, it's hard to maneuver. No room to work, no room to reorganize, so you just have stuff everywhere. So this pallet right here, that's not a pallet. This pallet right here is the Wingstop. All the chicken is underneath this produce here. And my first stop of the day, I had to dig out their chicken from that pallet back there underneath the cheese for stop 4. You know, so it's always something you got to work around. But you know, preferably the bigger trailers. You know, you could take your stuff. You could, like, I could have taken my stop 4, restacked it onto a different pallet, and just had that ready to go, ready to deliver. Well, I just had to put it back. You know, so you're moving cases 2 or 3 times, which is not necessarily the preferred method of doing things, but you know, we got to do what we got to do sometimes. So if you're new to the game here, food service, that's just kind of a, you know, really the best tip that I can give you, and I've said it before, the best tip I can give you is just to stay organized. And you'll learn with the 28-foot pup trailers, it's a little bit harder. All right, we are almost done with the day. I've got that Wingstop coming up. I'm going to show you guys what they get. I'm not quite sure if I've ever done a Wingstop on video for you. The last time I did Wingstop was when my duffel bag got stolen out of my truck seat in Omaha, Nebraska. And from then on, Reinhardt PFG out of Omaha took over those stores, and they do their deliveries now. So 15 cases of potatoes, and I think like 20 or 30 something cases of wings. You know, that's how it goes though, man. That's food service. You never know what you're going to get. You know, some of your stuff is mostly the same when you have a set route. And speaking of set routes, there was a comment about, you know, how you don't want to do layovers. Somebody didn't want to do layovers or whatever. I mean, the layovers vary based off of the location that you're at. So not everybody is layovers. You know, some places do have home daily. Like some places, some Reinhardt locations, you're home every single day. Some PFGs, you know, some Roma locations, they've got routes you're home every day. But that being said, you've got to be able to bid those routes. And like at my location, I know there's guys that have been there for years and years that probably have bid those routes, and they've got those home daily routes. And I think I've said it before, but I was pretty lucky being my first year here. You know, I was able to get that bid route for that Iowa and Nebraska, and I mean it's quite a drive. It is, but at the same time, you know, it's good to have a bid route. That way, you can kind of count on a certain income. You can kind of count on, you know, what you're doing for that, you know, those days during the week. So, you know, that takes time. You know, I got lucky. You know, majority of people are stuck on relief routes for a good while until bid routes open up. So, you know, I'm definitely lucky in that sense. But let's go ahead and get to this Blaze Pizza place, and I'll pick you guys up there. I'll tell y'all something. If you get bored of your routes and it's just like you're driving the same old thing every single day, get yourself in a 10-speed truck, man. I mean, you got the old 10-speed, and it's a completely different ball game. You know, I don't drive them very often. Actually, I really, like I said before, I haven't driven one since like February or March. And, you know, it's like a whole new world of driving a truck, man. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain it, but I'm sure you guys probably understand. It's just something different, something nice. It's like refreshing to be able just to drive the 10-speed that you learned in, that you got your CDL in. And this one shifts so nice. It's like butter, man. Like, I can't even shift it bad. Like, it would take some time to shift it bad. Like, you know, you can push it up just with basically one finger and just get it all shifted over. I mean, this is probably the best manual transmission truck that I've driven so far, for sure. Oh man, I don't know what we're gonna get into back here, man. This whole pallet fell over. They didn't use any straps. They used a strap on that one, but they didn't use a strap on this one, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, we are finished up for the day. We've unloaded all 13,795 pounds of products, 8 stops and 520 cases. It's not a lot. You know, it's not a lot. It's the drive here, man. It's like, yeah, it's basically 4 hours up here, you know, as you guys know. But Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of a little different, unique situation today as far as, the 10-speed truck, the added extra stop. That extra stop, it makes a world difference, because I mean, that's another hour of unloading product and, taken away from your ability to drive home. The thing about the truck, I only used a quarter tank of fuel, and typically I'll use around half a tank. So I'm kind of thinking either this is getting some really good fuel mileage, or maybe that the float isn't working 100% properly, which I really hope isn't the case. I really hope that the fuel level is reading like it's supposed to. We do have a few little things to return for tomorrow. We've got one thing that I could not find, and I had to I saw it later, stop 1, and I saw it off of the stop 4 pallet at the very bottom. So that's just situations you run into. And like I said, with the whole added stop, that's just another situation that you may or may not encounter. In case you guys don't know, Wingstop, Smoothie Kings, Fazoli's, those are huge places for the Roma division of PFG, and the Reinhardt division. You've got Sonic, I think they've got a few Wingstops as well, and I'm not really quite sure. They've got a whole other different chain. I think they do Burger King, stuff like that. So it just kind of depends where you want to go, what you want to do, on what division that you want to get into. So Roma, we do a whole lot of Italian and pizza places. Like I said, Smoothie Kings, Wingstops, stuff like that. I think the fast food chains are basically your Reinhardt, which is kind of probably going to be your home daily type of position. Apparently this truck shuts off. But yeah, I mean, there's just a whole lot of options out there for you guys. Alrighty, this is what we like to see. Well, not 100%. Not 100% what we like to see, because there are some products not completely taken back an empty trailer. Like the goal is to take back a completely empty trailer. Unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff that happens. You'll run into that every once in a while. It's not really a big deal, because they'll just order it, for their next delivery. Most of my customers get 2 deliveries a week. I'm actually going to turn off the freezer portion. Another night, another hotel room. First thing we got to do is crank that bad boy down. Way down. Man, that one goes low. Let's keep it 266. That sounds all right. And trying to find some lights. There we go. Yeah, typical hotel room. I like to stay, like I said, Fairfields, Holiday Inns. That's pretty much my 2, honestly. You'll get the feel for which hotels you like, which hotels you don't like. I mean, paying you to stay in the hotel, and they're paying for the hotel room. If you've got an option for a nice hotel, you might as well do it. There's been a few that I've stayed in that are a little bit questionable, and there's reasons why, I'll stay in a certain city, certain town versus, going and driving a little bit further. I'm going to leave you guys at that. There's really nothing left to do except for drive back home tomorrow, and you guys all know how that goes. You've seen me put away the trucks and everything, and the paperwork, all that good stuff. Right now we're just kind of trying to come up with different content, and today just happened to be a little bit different with the addition of a new stop, the manual transmission truck. Unfortunately, I didn't have the GoPro hat cam, which kind of sucks. But we make do with what we've got to provide content out there on YouTube for you guys to watch. As always, feel free to go down below, hit that subscribe button. Plenty of content along the way. Thumbs up would be amazing as well. That really helps the channel take off. We're probably over 300 subscribers right now, so I just want to take another moment to say thank you guys so much for watching the content. Thank you for all the comments. Keep the comments coming. If you've got questions involving PFG or food service in general, or just getting your CDL, or getting your CDL as a type 1 diabetic, anything at all within that nature, comment down below. I'll answer as best as I can. That's what this channel is here for. It's here to provide content, information, help you guys out, and just to have fun. We're here to have fun. That's what we're doing. We're trucking, we're doing food service, we're rolling those groceries, and we're trying to have fun. So you know, keep that in mind. But anyway, if you guys want to get on a PFG is always hiring drivers. There's always some kind of position open. We do a CDL training. Locations that do, there's locations that don't. You'll have to call yours and see if they do. If you're a brand new CDL holder, like I was, and you want to go through the CDL training program, you know, just give them a call, ask them if they do it. You know, they'll just tell you straight up whether they do or whether they don't. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.